is Inside Sports. I want us to begin with a team that is ready to take over Africa. Now, the national women's 15 rugby team, the Lionesses head coach Paul Murunga, is confident that Kenya will put out a good show at this year's Rugby Africa Women's Cup taking place in Antananarivo in Madagascar. Davis Mberia caught up with the Lionesses before they left the country, where they outlined their expectations.
Well, a very good afternoon. I am at the Kenya Rugby Union headquarters, where the Kenya Lionesses team is actually preparing to jet out to Madagascar, where they'll be competing in the Africa Women's Rugby Cup, set to be held on 4th to 12th of May this year. And it is the team that is actually gunning to bag the African title. Remember, last year they actually lost to South Africa in the finals. So I will speak to some of the players, including their captain, and also speak to the head coach, who is Paul Murunga. Right now, I'll speak to the captain, Natasha Emali. Thank you so much. Welcome on KTN News. Of course, the preparation are in top gear. Of course, I've seen you guys are already ready to jet out. How prepared are you for the tournament?
The training has been intense. The final weeks have been polishing up on what we've done, polishing up on our set pieces, polishing up on our defense, polishing up on back moves. So it has been intense, yes, and we are ready for the competition. Yes. Of
course, the first match you're opening against the host, who are Madagascar. How are you prepared? What are some of the tactics you're going to use into your first game to bag a win?
Against Madagascar, it's a crucial game. We take every game as a final. In that game, we are going to play more in the forward zone. That is our game plan. We are going to play more of set pieces, use our forwards more. So, and when the backline comes, just execute and try. Since we played South Africa last year, we've managed to go to WXV, where we got I would say a little bit more of exposure. So coming back to this tournament and also playing with South Africa, I feel like we have polished up on one or two things we couldn't execute last year. We are going to do our best. We are going to fly that Kenyan flag high. So if it's just up to them to support us and believe in us. Yes.
Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you.
That is the captain of the Kenya Lionesses team, just talking to us some of the things they have actually enacted in their training. I'll also speak to one maybe player who will just tell us, of course, how the preparation have been, some of the expectations from the tournament. Who is ready? Okay, welcome. Just come, don't fear. Of course, let's start with your name and how was the preparation being? What can we expect from you people in Madagascar?
Okay, my name is Anaito Tuoma. I play as a hooker, and we are ready for the first game, and we are going to treat it as a final, because we know for Madagascar it won't be easy, but we are very ready for them.
I will also speak to the man in charge of this team, none other than Coach Paul Murunga. Coach, welcome on KTN News, Inside Sports. Of course, it is a big tournament. Everyone is hoping for our ladies actually to flourish and shine in Madagascar. Let's start. How's the team been in training?
We've had basically 2 months of training since we started. Though most of the girls have been playing and training at the club level, and they've been playing Kenya Cup that just ended a few weeks ago. So as a team, we've trained for 2 months. We've had senior players that played last season in the same series, in the same African Cup. Then later on, they traveled to Dubai for WXV3. So this year it's a bit different because the stake is high in terms of our qualification. So first it's African Cup that we need to qualify as African champions. Then second, that now give us tickets to go straight to the World Cup. If not, then if the team that will finish second then goes to WXV3 and goes for World Cup repechage. So for us, it's a very important tournament for us. World Cup, it's next year, 2025, for women in England. So yeah, we are very much prepared and ready to take on.
Yeah. Coach, talking about winning, of course, you should have a tactical plan. What's your plan?
We've had our structures in place that we've used for the last now 2 seasons that was set up by the 15s. It's the same structure that the Simbas and the under 20 are using. So we need to implement. Now this is the second season that we should be able to polish and play according to the structure, both in attack and defense.
13 new inclusions. What are some of the things that you considered while naming this squad?
13 new inclusion rookies in the team. Basically, we are looking at building depth. The Sevens girls won't travel with us. We miss them because they are going for Poland Challenger Cup. So we need to build depth, just like the men's team, to have enough ladies playing both sevens and 15s. So we selected them when they were playing the Kenya Cup in the local competition, and I think with the senior girls they are up to the task to make sure that they play well. Yeah.
That is head coach Paul Murunga just sharing with us some of the tactical plan he has for the team that is actually living here at KRU headquarters. They're ready to jet out of the country to go to Madagascar and Tananarivo. Remember, their first match they'll be playing against Madagascar, who are the host, before facing Cameroon, and later they will actually face South Africa. We wish them all the best as they go to hunt for the African title and also the ticket to the World Cup. Back to you, Robinson Okenye, in studio.
Thank you very much, Davis.